think that's it.
Him.
Hello.
He got killed in the crossfire. So
everybody else?
he shot at his leg. He shot his leg, so he.
You guys hear me?
He shot this guy and he died and he shot at him. And then he shot him.
I think that's it. Fully awake. Hello. Don't know if you can hear me. You guys hear me? Yes, there I am.
Everyone. Hi. Welcome back.
They can't see us yet, so.
I know.
We'll do this.
Let me scoot closer to you so they couldn't see me.
Yeah. Present to everyone. Give them something to look at. There we go. Now they're not looking at a fuzzy screen.
Huh.
Hello, everybody. Hope tonight finds everyone well. Let's see.
My dad did something extra special for all you guys.
We'll see.
He's setting it up right now. Just wait a second. We're back to the. We're back to the
Yeah. That's hello, everybody. They're saying hi to you, Max.
Hey. My dad's setting up something.
You want to see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay.
Read it careful. Yeah. What are you doing?
Winter weather sometime.
Yeah, hit it. There you go.
Hello there.
Live stream's right here. You can read it, buddy.
Yep, my dad's setting up some for all you guys.
Maybe this should work. Let's see.
Hey, Terry. Crypto? Do you know about crypto? No. But I'll check it out if you want.
He's talking about cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah. But I'll check it out.
The dogs are barking. Tell them, hold on. I gotta see what the dogs are barking at.
Hold on, my dad's gonna go check on the dogs. But I'll keep you guys company. My dogs are barking at your dogs. R-N-Q LOL. Yeah, your name. So you were supposed to name your son Maxwell? Ace. Maxwell Ace would have been his name. Good for you. They're 19. Hello, good evening. I can hear you. Yes, we can. I hear you, but not.
Alright.
Hey, Sharon.
So, I think I got this all set up right.
Hey, JT.
So,
So what is this channel about?
Tonight, open topic, whatever anybody wants to talk about.
Yep.
And this is sort of a test too, because I think I finally got this Google Hangout call in function ready. So let's see. Let's
hey, read. I can't quite read your name. The one who said hello from New
Mexico.
Hello down New Mexico way. Yeah. Go your way. JT was Maximus. Hey, you spelled my name right. That's the people that like so when we were getting measured, because I'm putting on play
tonight,
on tomorrow, I'm putting on play tomorrow at this Bible study, and when we were getting measured, I'm like Maximus. She spelled it. I'm like, wait, no. Did you write that with pen or pencil? She got pencil, and you spelled it wrong. But what's up, JD? I had all 4 of their names picked out long before they were born. They were all going to have M's beginning of their names. I can't quite read that. Merida, Mitch, Matthew, and Max. That was me. Yeah, I know. Sorry if I got the name wrong, but I can't quite pronounce it.
All right, guys. This is I just left a comment in the comment section. So I think I got this right. If someone wants to be the first one to try calling in, it's 505-437-1105. Anyone want to be the test guinea pig?
Yep. Today was a big day for the Republic. You are right. But why? Huh?
Bush died. Daddy Bush.
Yes.
He was one of the biggest globalists ever.
Demon rats.
Yeah, demon rats. So, yeah. So once again, folks, if
you want to call, just check.
Somebody wants to try calling in.
Just check.
505-437-1105.
Anybody?
Let me see if this works. Hopefully it does.
That's what ours will look like soon. Wait, have you seen the... Wait. What does STRRTS stand for? I can't quite pronounce it.
Yeah, now they can release the JFK papers. Yeah. I think he was one, Bush, Daddy Bush was the only one really holding that back.
Oh, so crypto pirate. The last few topics, Republican stuff, not really sure about the other stuff. Just like open topics about what's going on here and what's everything.
Yeah, open topic. You can call in and talk about whatever you want, from the 7.1 earthquake in Alaska to what's going on the border to.
So yeah, just check in the comments for Tmazin TV call-in number.
Yep.
Hi everyone, an evil NWO Bush died only if Soros and his evil son would go.
Yeah, if you call in and it says trying to connect, just leave your name and then it waits a while, then it should ring me here on the computer. At least that's what it was doing for me when we were testing it out. So if you do call in, it will say, ask you your name, and then it will connect you.
So
This is through Google Hangouts, which is connected to Google Voice.
Hey, JT wants to talk about Planet X.
You talk about Planet X.
You can talk about anything. Open topic. You can talk about how stuff is going at your home, how your dogs are, if you got dogs, just anything. State of the world, state of your health. John. Hello, John. Big B says, hey.
See, someone's calling in now, so it is working.
Let's answer.
Hello.
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 Who's this?
Mama Bear.
How's it going, Mama Bear?
Hey.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Staying warm down there?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're warm and cozy right now.
Awesome.
How you doing?
It's chilly. It's about 38.
Yeah, 38.
Yep.
Wow.
No, my children's names would have been Miranda, Mitchell, Matthew, and Max. Couldn't pronounce Miranda.
Yeah.
But I have a Miranda, a Mitch that's in heaven now, and then I have a Justin and an Eric.
Yeah, well, we lie about Max's.
Yeah.
We lie a little bit about Max's name. Max is only half his name. He's a Maximus.
Maximus Ego Streams is my
That's cool. I like that name.
Yep, it's named after some. Who was it? Like someone. Like a Greek emperor. Yeah.
Roman.
Yeah.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
So how you doing,
Yeah.
Mama Bear? Besides that.
Oh, well, trying to stay busy.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to the holidays.
No.
I got my dog over here who's just dying over here. She wants to go outside, but she doesn't want to go outside because it's raining.
Yeah.
What's your dog named?
Brandy. I didn't name her. She was given to me that way.
Ah.
She's
Cool.
a pit bull.
Ooh.
A blonde.
Blonde pit bull, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
She's
You gotta be
beautiful and
protected.
full rotten.
Pit bulls are usually very protective. They're usually like one person type dogs. Once they you know, how do you say, bond with the owner, then one member in the household, that's usually it. Yeah.
Well, she's surrounded with a bunch of other animals over here too. Another pit bull, but a male pit bull, and she's dingy. She doesn't bark
No.
unless, and she does bark. She waits till the other dog. He barks all the time.
Yeah.
But she'll go whoop. She doesn't really bark. She just makes a noise.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's full of rotten.
So believe it or not, you are my very first caller.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wish I could do the YouTube while I was on the phone too.
No, you can't. You can't surf while you're on the phone.
Oh wait, I might be able to see if I can get my laptop running.
Yeah. That's cool. Nope, but you are my very first caller. I finally figured out how to do this. Sorry it took so long.
Huh? Hey, no problem.
And guys,
This is originally what I wanted to do with the channel, you know?
the number's still
Right.
in the comments if you want to check that out, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to hear from you, Mama Bear.
Well, same here. I'll go ahead and let somebody else try to give you guys a call, all right?
All right, cool. We'll talk to you later then.
All right, stay warm. Bless.
Bye-bye. Well, that was cool. It worked. It's working. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't get to you, 219.
Call back
You want to
in.
try back?
So, come on. We're waiting.
Sorry, we're talking to Mama Bear.
And I love all the... I like how Bruce said Roman power and how JT said Rome Sweet Rome.
Mm.
It's actually pretty funny.
Here we go. Hello.
You prostituted bitch.
Ready? Yeah.
Pass the potato biscuit.
That's funny.
But yeah, the number's still in the comments if you can't see it on the screen.
Yeah. That number is what? Right there.
Right there. Yeah, 505-437-1105.
That's right.
So just scroll in the comments and.
So just in case you guys did not hear him, it's 505-437-1105.
It's in the comments. Check it out.
Yep, and tonight's open topic. Whatever anybody wants to talk about.
Hey, Dad,
There's actually a lot to talk about lately.
someone sent you a link.
I see that.
Yeah.
Tons to talk about, actually. From Bush Sr. dying to the immigrants talking about making another run on the border.
Oh,
to the New Mexican president was sworn in today. I said Mexican. Sorry, not New Mexican.
Well, that's sad. Google is ending Hangout next year.
Why?
I don't know. They're buttholes.
I just learned how to use it. I just learned how to use it. It's gonna take me a year to learn how to do it all over again.
Awaken. No bonfires this evening.
You want a bonfire? I can give you a bonfire. Hold on.
A fake one. I mean, it's still good.
Yeah,
It's actually too cozy in here.
I didn't put one out. Make everybody warm.
Do you guys know about that currency?
About what?
Do you think there will be
Cryptocurrency, right? Yeah. This call from a known caller.
Yes, crypto says fully awakened.
Yeah.
Where is Tmazin? What is the topic?
Whatever you would like to talk about.
You can talk about anything.
Yes.
Hello. You're on the air.
Hi. This is Sharon from Peru.
How you doing, Sharon?
I'm doing good. I'm so grateful that you guys do this because I don't get news here.
No?
No, I don't have TV.
So it's all from the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I trust what you guys are saying.
Well, there's more truth on more truth on the internet and YouTube than there is on MSNBC or CNN or any of the local news channels or cable news channels in the United States.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So, today I just heard for the first time about something called mud flood. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
No.
It's really weird. I've been looking at it all day. They're saying that in the 1700s, right about the time of the Civil War, there was like a world flood. And it,
Yeah.
And they said it's a conspiracy, but I never heard of it before. So I had fun looking at it all day.
So
Go ahead,
during the time of the Civil War, there was a worldwide flood?
That's what they're saying, because they said, like in New York, remember when all those, in New York City, there was a Mansion Row, and then they tore them all down within 25 years. And they're saying the reason they tore them down was because they were half buried in mud.
Huh. Well, I know that like New York was built on like landfills, so I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
Well, they were saying that even when they were cleaning out the 9/11, the Twin Towers, they found what they were calling catacombs, but they had buildings way deep under.
So it's like the first set of buildings sank?
Yeah. So like there were whole buildings under the ground.
That's very interesting. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look into that show.
Yes.
Yeah, they have photographic evidence from all over the world for the same time period.
So it's in the same strata.
But,
you know how geology uses strata, like different sections of the ground.
yeah.
And if it's in the same section, like when that meteor supposedly struck and wiped out the dinosaurs, they have a layer of strata that has, that proves that in their theory, so they say. So is it similar to that? It's all in the same strata, so the same time period?
I'm not sure, but it was from the same year. It was the same time that the United States was in the Civil War,
Oh, so
because the damage, the pictures of the damage from Sherman is way beyond the bombs and the capability they had at that time.
Right.
The destruction was just incredible.
Huh.
So.
No, they don't teach
But anyway,
that
that's
school.
what I was doing today.
No, that sounds very interesting, though. That's something to look into. Can you imagine all the hardship of war and everything, and then obviously if there was a global flood, the weather wasn't cooperating either.
Exactly.
We are missing such a huge part of our history. A huge part of our history. I mean, just here in the States, right? A lot of people probably aren't even aware of the Decalogue Stone. Decalogue Stone. I'm sorry, I can't talk right. I'm from Massachusetts originally, so.
But I was born in Holyoke.
See? But that's right. But do you know that they found ancient Hebrew writing in Los Lunas, New Mexico? They found ancient Hebrew writing, the Ten Commandments, right? Which proves that the ancient Israelites were here in America way before anybody else.
Way before.
Yep. It's crazy.
Well, I'll let you talk to the next person, but I'm so glad you guys are on the air. And Max, I'm waiting to see your new fort.
Yeah, I'm working on it today. It's just been crazy. So we're actually gonna do it where my dad's gonna let me do a little video on a little phone he lets me use, and I'll give it to him, and he'll upload it for you guys to see.
Great.
That way I can. That way I don't have to wait.
All right.
It's so nice to hear from you.
So happy we got this up
Talk
and running.
to you guys again.
Yes, you will.
You will hear.
All right, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, who else is calling?
Hello.
Who is this?
Hi, is there a particular topic today, or can we just talk about anything?
You can talk about anything. Open topic. Talk about whatever you'd like. Event.
I wanted to bring up everything that I did wrong prior to yesterday's earthquake. I didn't have the bug-out bag in a place where we could just grab it and go. I didn't have the flashlight by the door where we could, easily see it. It was actually under our coat. So, in a panic situation, we didn't get up and we weren't able to access things. And also, I think having all this stuff ready is okay, but you have to do drill. You have to, just every once in a while grab your stuff and go out the door, practice, which I never thought to do. I have all this stuff prepared. We have all our water. We have excess amounts of food, et cetera, et cetera. It's just we weren't prepared as in, we never did it before. So I just wanted to bring that up to everyone. It's just not something we thought of, and hopefully it'll help other people, because you never know.
Yeah.
It's getting weird.
Yes, it is.
Is this Lisa?
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. I'm so happy to hear from you.
So happy.
Yeah. I had to call in.
I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. Did you see Tommy's video?
Yeah, that was our main problem. And another problem was we didn't have like rechargeable battery, not rechargeable batteries, rechargeable flashlights, you know, because that's a must for when your electricity is not coming back on. You know, we have the propane heaters, propane stoves, propane refrigerators, you know, so we were set that way. We just weren't set for light. So we had to open the door, and I guess it was, what, 19, 20 degrees? I don't remember, but it was cold, you know, just so we could see to pick up everything that was off, that fell all over the floor. And, you know, we don't have cabinets. We have just shelves. And so that's another thing I wanted to bring up, you know, get netting to go around your shelf. You know, in an earthquake-prone area like we are, we get massive amounts of earthquakes quite a bit.
Right.
But yeah, just ideas to throw out there.
So how are you doing now? Do you still not have electricity?
Oh, yeah. Electric came on, I think, a couple of hours for us after the earthquake. We're still on a boil water notice. Oh, I'm doing better today. Not shaky and freaked out like yesterday. However, today it's really windy, so the RV is rocking. It's like, okay, is that an aftershock or is that the wind? Yeah. Other than
scary.
that, doing okay nerve-wise. But,
I'm so happy
yeah,
to hear from
that was
you.
my thought, and I didn't want to take up the time for everyone else. But yeah, thanks for letting me have airtime.
Oh, thank you for
anytime.
calling. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to hear from you.
I'm glad you're safe and your family's safe, and you know.
That's really good advice too, the practice thing, because you don't really know how you're going to react, and by the time it's time to react, it's too late to think about that.
Right, and that was another thing. We didn't have things in the car, like a spare set of clothes. You know, we didn't have enough on, you know, to get to the car. You know, we just had to spend too much time in the house getting extra stuff on. So, if, you know, we now have extra stuff in the car. Should this ever happen again, we could just run out to the car as we are and, you know, get dressed in the car. So it sounds so off, but, you know, you don't think of these things until it's actually too late. So that's why I definitely wanted to bring that up, because you just never know. Oh, they were talking about, UC Berkeley had said that we're probably going to get a worse one in the next 24 to 48 hours after the first one.
Aftershocks?
There's other people that were saying that it's like a 5% chance, and I want to go with the 5% chance.
Yeah, me too, and I'll pray for that. I'll pray for less than that.
8.0 and 7.9 and 7.8 up here. I can't find where it's at. I seen it on something like a USGS or something like that. I'm not sure where I seen it, but there was a lot of people here who said that they seen it also, that we had earthquakes that high. This was not a 7.0. I've been in 7.4s and the 7.8. This was way worse.
So you think it was even higher than a 7.0?
I don't want to take up your time. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
No, take your time. This is all new for us, so.
We're happy to actually hear you.
Right, and talk to you. This has been a great experience. I look forward to doing this again. No apologies from you.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Talk to you soon.
Wait, does anyone know what's going on with Lydia?
Maybe she'll call in.
Maybe she will. Yeah, unless he was in the chat. Yeah, Mom. I gotta pollute my lungs.
If anyone else wants to call in, go ahead. We are waiting for you guys. Check in the comments for the number. Who's this?
All right, we'll find out.
Hello, who are we speaking with?
Hello.
Big old fucking mother cock, that's a bitch.
Some kid.
Next.
Next.
It's nice to hear from you.
Even the trolls are welcome.
Yep.
Thank you for the views.
Give us some good laughs. Whoa, we're not the people that get offended. We're the people that laugh. Okay, anyone else? The first one. Get a fat bacon biscuits or something on there, sir.
So that number again is what?
Oh, where is it?
Check it out in the comments. It's a lot higher than everybody else's comments. Sorry we can't get to them.
505-437-1105.
Yeah. So call in. We're waiting to hear from you guys.
Yep.
Until someone calls, we will just be reading the comments. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Once again, that number is 505-437-1105. So
Call in at any time. Wait, can't you put the number like on the screen?
Fully awakened and bonfire this evening. Oh, that's why you put the picture.
that's why I put this up.
So
I know it's weak, but
hello, anyone else want to call in, please? We're lonely.
yeah, no bonfire today.
We're too comfy.
Yeah, it's been like on and off snow and wind and.
It's just been crazy.
What are you looking at, Bob?
Usually.
Yeah, everyone's here tonight.
So anyone, just scroll up in the comments and you will find the number and you can call in anytime you like. Really. Who's this?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. How's it going?
Who are we speaking with?
Good. Is this Tmazin?
This is Tmazin. Yes.
Yeah, hi, how are you? Yeah, I just decided to call in and talk about what's going on the border with the caravans and all that.
Yeah.
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 Is this the right time to do that? Or?
Yeah.
Talk about whatever you want.
Talk about whatever you want. It's open topic. You talk about whatever you like.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've been kind of watching in secret, you know, the videos that you've been doing, and great job. And I'd also like to just comment that I just happen to own an apartment building there in Reynosa, across from McAllen, where all of these National Guard are at and everything. And I've walked past the bridge so many times, and you know, when and I just like to say that when the migrants, you know, after they go here and they're not able to cross, then what they do is they usually contact their family here in the state and have them start sending them money. And you know, some of those, since my apartments are right next to the bridge, about a mile away, it's sure to fill up the occupancy in the apartments. Most of the year, the apartments are about 80% occupancy, and so this will probably top off those apartments. But you know, so with the massive influx of migrants staying in the area, one of the first things that'll happen is they'll fill up the hotels, because the people that they know here in States will be sending them money, and that's the first thing they do is book up all the hotels and apartments, you know, in the local area. And it's surreal because not everywhere, but a lot of the places that I've seen where the news networks have been filming is where I've walked past that or I've driven past that. And so it's a real kind of surreal situation, because before it's just like normal, you know, there's no really big attention to the area. And now all of a sudden it's like the center of attention, you know, and it's going to be very different the next time I go back and have to go across or past all that, that wire and everything in the National Guard and increased security and everything, you know. So I just want to make, you know, a real comment about that, you know, and, you know, when,
So when the caravan, when the caravans come in, you know, and they're acting up, you know, on the wall and acting up in the border town, the locals that are in Mexico are seeing that they're disrespecting their area, and this is why a lot of them are getting upset and getting, you know, upset to the caravans, you know, because they're making a mess out of their local area. That's why. Because when the caravan's not here, you know, they didn't have to worry. You know, the local Mexican people didn't have to worry about the barbed wire or anything. They could just go about their day as normal. But with the caravans arriving, it put the spotlight on the area, and this is making it more difficult for traffic to go back and forth. You know, there's huge lines everywhere, you know, because of this, you know. But if you have a passport, you shouldn't have a problem. You're still going to go in a different line and can pass through very quick. But it's the ones that don't have a passport that, with this influx of migrants, the line is going to continue to like wrap around the block just for them to get back and forth every day.
Yeah.
So I just want to make, you know, a couple comments on that, and I'm glad you had somebody here talking about Alaska also, you know, because I've been trying to keep up with all the earthquakes going on. But there's a lot of them, and looks like they're gonna continue for months. You know, small aftershocks. So.
And that's probably Planet X.
So thanks for letting me call in and have a little time on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for calling in.
Well, I love your channel, and your family's great. You're great, and yeah, I'll just keep reading whatever you're saying.
Like
so
it's really going to change a lot of things. So just be careful when you do have to go there, because who knows how that's going to affect you.
Take your time, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll try to be careful. You know.
Is he still there? What happened?
Yeah,
okay. Okay, we'll do.
Okay, Keith.
So I'll just be reading the comments and seeing what the topic is to see
I just keep
you know if I can chime in again. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Take care.
Good.
It's good we have
It's
people.
working good.
Yeah. This is actually
What
really
did John
good.
say? They're laughing at John. I was listening to.
You know,
Keith,
that's one thing about the Mexican people. I don't think a lot of people realize. And for all my European brothers and sisters out there, please do not take this the wrong way. You know, but what the hell? You know, you Europeans. I mean, how long have these immigrants been invading your borders? How long it take the Mexicans to get pissed off and start beating the crap out of these guys?
They don't allow the disrespect.
Not even a week.
Right. You
A
guys
week.
have been trampled on, and
The immigrants been there a week, and they're killing each other.
they're not putting up with
My poor brothers and sisters over in Europe, over in Germany and Sweden and all these UK. Man, I mean,
Stay safe, everyone.
we have let our kindness
be mistaken for
weakness for way too long, if you ask me.
And if anyone wants to call in, the number's still in.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that they don't allow that disrespect to their place and their property and where they are from.
Yep, and if anyone wants to call in, the number's 505-437-1105.
Good job, Max.
We're waiting
that on
to
your
hear
screen?
all your opinions. The infinite screen.
That's the infinite screen. That's the screen that allows me to share my other screen.
So
I don't know exactly how it works, but
you're not talking.
yeah. So
Keegan's reading comments, but he's not typing. I ratted him out.
Yep. My older boy's here tonight too, but he's
staying out of the
shy.
conversation.
He's shy. So once again, that number for anybody who wants to call in is 505-437-1105.
Yep. We're down to your opinions, everyone.
Yep.
It can be anything. Free topic.
Hello, John Santos. How you doing, brother?
You can call in.
Yeah, you can call in if you want, bud.
Yeah. Not being picked on in the comments.
You call in, it's going to ask you like your name or something. And it says, hold on, I got to reach the caller, and then it will transfer you to me. So
Hangouts. He says, does he need Hangouts?
No, just call it from your phone, brother.
Just 505-437-1105.
Yep, that number again is 505-437-1105. You know, like I said, I wasn't trying to be wise and disrespectful to anybody over in Europe, but I mean, for years we've been sitting there watching the destruction of their country, and it just amazes me how tolerant they truly are. Because honestly, I am not that tolerant. I'd either be dead or sitting in jail right now. You know, dead serious. Especially if something happened to one of my family members.
Right.
You know, something happened to one of my kids or the wife. Yeah. I mean, you know, it took the Mexicans 1 week, not even.
No,
1 week. Yeah.
Well, just
although I will say they have the benefit of more people being awake. I think.
Yeah,
more people are awake, and so they have the benefit of knowing that these people are not what they're trying to portray them to be. And I think that scam was overused in Europe, and they actually fell for it more.
Hello, who's this?
Hello. Who?
It's worldwide.
Hey, worldwide.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Hi, you guys. How are you?
We're good.
We're good. Happy to hear from you.
Yeah. Happy to hear from all you good guys.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm turning you up. I wanted to talk about some of these things I've been hearing, just not on YouTube, but you can get them online, you know, with Google. One of these things that I've been overlooking and fact-checking are some of these cities that they have in China. They are everywhere and empty.
Yes, we've heard that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we've probably just seen some of the similar things that you have. We've seen videos about, I think there was even an episode of Ancient Aliens that did something on it. Like, I don't remember the exact point of it, but they were bringing them up, the fact that they were making these cities that nobody lived in.
Ghost cities.
And they were supposed to do that in New Mexico, but somehow it got abandoned. I don't quite remember. It fell apart.
The one they were building in New Mexico was going to be a test city, was going to be like this big city where they were going to put all types of electronics and surveillance, and it was a test city. They're going to build a whole city for nobody but
Big
experimenting.
Okay, so what have you learned, Worldwide?
Well, what I've learned is that some of the speculations are for the elite, as far as, you know, everybody is in the world is concerned, because, you know, they are pushing for that one world economy. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing more and more rumors of EMP the U.S. Let's destroy the U.S. You know, so I'm seeing where this is kind of pushing, but, you know, it's one of those things you can only speculate. So it's good to have other people's opinions.
Right. We're probably speculating in the same general areas too. I mean, when you have certain dominoes falling in a certain direction, it's gonna lead only to one place. So
yeah.
Well, I'll just say this: all hail us off-gridders! Woohoo!
Right. I mean, we laugh all the time. We think like the power goes out here kind of a lot because it's rural and wind in the mountains and whatnot. And we laugh because we never even know when the power's out. We got to go to the store and find out we can't use the debit card or something. Like,
did power go out?
We're running off inverters and batteries even right now. So.
Wow, awesome. Well, I won't take up too much time because other callers want to call in. But I got the email, so I'll email you guys. And hey, it was good to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm so glad you called in. This I like this format, actually being able to talk
better.
Yep.
to each other.
That way we don't have to.
I am sorry it took me so long to figure it out.
And you know, I also think that there might be something to the. I think the Agenda 21 is also part of the global worldwide plan, and so maybe these cities have something to do with that. That's what, you know, when they depopulate, they'll take the re-educated or the conformed there. Who knows? Maybe that's an option.
Well, I'm going to do some study on it. You guys have a good evening, a blessed one, and it's good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks. Call us again, Worldwide. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Yes, always stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel.
we're happy to hear from all of you.
Mm.
Every single one of you.
And once again, that number is 505-437-1105.
You can also check it down in the comments. It's actually pretty far up, so you guys fall a lot, but you'll get there eventually.
You keep saying it. I keep saying it. I don't think they have to.
You know, if
Go look.
you ever want to live off grid, you know, it's not a bad thing, but it's not for a lot of people. And it's, you know, if you come from having all the luxuries and comforts of home now to not having it, it's quite the adjustment.
So you should probably practice that too. Lisa brought up a good point about practice. I mean, maybe camp for a little extended amount of time, or do it in a more inclement time of year, so that it's not as comfy and cushy as it might be in the summer or whatever.
Right.
Because if something happens and you have to bug out, you're going to have to deal with the elements and not having any. It can be shocking. I can attest to that. We set it up in tents.
Okay, we had to turn on the heater and get under covers. And it was like this much. There's a lot of covers. Like a ton. Huh?
If China ever invades the U.S.
If
But
I
yes.
ever see a convoy, I will pick up an orange and throw it at one of the trucks. Trenton. Hi, Trenton.
Hope you practice dodgeball.
Here's the subject. If they love America so much, I didn't see one American flag being carried. Yep.
No, they're waving their own flags.
They're probably burning the American flag someplace in there.
Hey,
They wave their own flag, burn our flags.
And everyone, the calling number is once again 505-437-1105. We are literally happy to hear from every single one of you. We enjoy talking to all you. It's really good hanging out.
It is. It's good.
I enjoy it.
Guard towers and strip malls now, says Bruce.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll just be more areas converted, like the Walmarts.
They are honestly preparing for something
FEMA
much
prisons.
bigger than they're letting on.
Yeah, for sure.
They really are.
Right.
I mean, and there's a lot more to Russia making a deal with Mexico to build MiGs in tanks there.
Right, to manufacture
for
right
tax-free.
Right.
Tax-free, and
Right.
giving the Mexican government.
What are they getting out of it?
Right.
Right. If it's not getting New Mexico, California, and Arizona and Texas back.
Right. Yeah, so.
Yeah. We are happy to hear from all of you.
Yeah, no,
We
it
enjoy
is.
hanging out.
It is great having the call-in. I love to actually talk to you guys.
That way we don't have to.
Not as Jeff says, not as good as strippers in the guard towers. Okay.
I'd agree with that.
That's boys. Boys will be boys.
Yes.
Hey, you're too young.
Max wants to see him too now. That's great. He's a boy, that's for sure.
Misa sad.
No soy boys here.
Misa's so sad.
Yeah. DB.
Hi, DB.
Hey,
Just call a number. Call in. Say hi to us.
I'll give you the numbers. 505-437-1105.
Get that?
Yeah. Once again, it's going to say,
Nice to
who
see
are
you. How
you?
are you?
Just leave your name and then it will transfer you.
Anyways.
Hey, Raven.
You got it, you said.
Yeah.
Good for you. We're gonna need you to call in. That way you don't have to send.
Hi, eyes.
That way you don't have to spend 9 hours typing something on.
I don't
the
think it
phone.
takes him 9 hours. He's pretty quick.
But it takes us forever to get to all your comments if you write like long paragraphs. So it's better if you call in. That way, say you got the ramp.
Max is selling the call-in. Selling the call-in, guys.
It's no longer the Tmazin TV show.
It's New Mexico,
New
Max.
Mexico Max. Been taken over.
Hello, everyone.
He says, "Got to put on my special, fantastical DB headphones."
Yeah.
Wait, it was pretty quick to get in.
Mama Bear said. Oh, Sharon's going to bed. Catch you later, Sharon. Thanks
Good
for
night.
calling.
Good
Good
night.
night.
We enjoyed hanging out with you. It was fun.
DB wants to know where the fire is. You took it down again.
Yeah, I took it down. I closed it out. It like stopped working.
Oh.
My
Hi, Charles.
my laptop
Hey,
is
say
running off my
hello.
hotspot, and I think I had too many open applications.
Oh, hello. Nope, nope. I said hello.
Yeah, he said hello. Right.
Yeah, hello, you're on the next caller.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
Really? Good.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's what he's telling you. Said it.
Oh,
Say hello. You're on the air. Next caller.
hello, you're on the air. Next caller. And you want me to say it weirdly?
Yeah, say it like an announcer. Say it all business.
Make your voice real deep.
Or something.
Oh, okay.
He needs a Red Bull. No, he don't. It's getting late.
Hi, D.
Hello, you're on the air. Next caller.
You'll be up all night doing this. Yeah, be the all night New Mexico Max call-in show.
Yes, I ask anything you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
open topic.
Yeah,
you
you
talk
can
about
call
whatever
in
you
too,
want.
Eyes, if you want. 505-437-1105.
I got this. Okay, next caller. Hello, who are we speaking with?
Hello.
Hello?
What happened?
What'd you do? Hang up?
Oh, and this says 5 missed calls on your phone. You should take this.
Well, yeah, but there was a few before.
Hello?
You still there?
Do you hear us? Is this a troll?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. In the voice call.
Here, call again.
Yeah, try that again.
Yeah, we can't quite hear you.
So going? It's not.
No.
Messed up, is it?
It's
No.
hard. We can't hear.
And this still going.
Yeah.
Live stream still going. Chat still going.
Number 505.
It was DB.
Oh.
He says.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah, try again.
What's the phone number again? 505.
I said
Excuse me.
505 437 1105.
Good. And I'll ask who you are and
Hi, JT.
just give your name, and then usually takes a minute to connect.
Bogus. How are you?
So, yep.
Yeah, he was Skyping.
Okay, so I says that her husband just found out about their spraying, and he asked about 5G. She told him what should she show him next.
Hello, this DB.
Why is it not?
Are you trying to Skype us or something?
Unmute your phone, he says.
Unmute.
I
Let's see, is it muted?
don't know.
Oh,
Hello.
that's mute. That's mute.
Yeah.
No, it's not muted.
It's not muted.
Shouldn't be mute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hi, we did that at the same time. That's
Can
funny.
you hear me now?
I have coffee.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm glad he's waking up. That's good. It's going to be a lot to take in, I think, though. I'm still having a hard time with it.
No, we can't hear you, DB.
Hi,
He says he
Patrick.
can hear us. He says he can hear us.
We love you, too.
My
He can
volume.
hear us, he says.
That's good.
You can't hear me. That's what he says.
Eh.
He needs baby steps to go to chemtrails and
Okay.
GMO.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi.
All right. I got all ton of crazy stuff plugged into the computer, and it was on the wrong microphone.
There we go.
Good.
All right.
Hi.
Cool. All right, I got
Hey,
a question for Max.
Okay.
Max,
Yeah.
have you heard a band called Greta Van Fleet?
No.
Really?
No.
It's your generation's Led Zeppelin.
Well, he's going to have to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Greta
And actually,
Van Fleet.
Actually, your dad has to look it up too, because I just found them last week, and they've been around a little while, but you know, it's kind of cool. You should check it out.
I listen to 2 YouTube people. They mostly do songs about games.
I'll type it in chat. Greta Van Fleet.
You gotta type it in the chat so it'll be there.
Okay.
Look that up.
There it is.
Because I kind of get the feeling that Max likes our generation.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't really have a choice but to have to listen to it.
Not all of it, but
Speaking of Led Zeppelin, one of his favorite songs is "Imagination."
no.
Although they use that in Thor. So
Yep.
Oh, has any of you watched that
It's
one
good music.
video where
When we
it
were
is.
kids, listening to our parents' music from 40 years ago, were we? There's something about that, you know?
so
Yep.
there
I'm
was
still
All right, I'll
listening
show
to it.
so there was actually a song that so Imagination, there was a video that had that song but it said build the wall.
The British guy.
Yeah.
I did a parody. It was awesome.
Funny. And it sounds just like it.
The other question I have is, what do you guys think about that earthquake?
Yeah, not good.
Terrible.
Not good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hope everyone's okay. Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not only that, but all the aftershocks, and
Yeah.
they had to worry about
I
some.
got friends up there in Anchorage.
Yeah, we
Crazy.
with Lisa too that we just met through
Yep.
doing this.
Yeah.
In the chat,
Yeah,
yeah.
and she called in and she said, everybody, it's one thing to have all your stuff, but it's another thing to
Yep.
actually practice grabbing it and running out the door with it. Because when the moment happens, there's just way too much other stuff going on.
Like you gotta put on your coat, your shoes, your socks, everything.
My friend said everything turned to jello. That's the way he described it. It was just like jello,
Is that like
shaking.
liquefaction?
Like, yeah,
Ugh.
that's crazy.
Do you know
Yeah,
if they built that on landfill too, or like that area? Because I know they built
I don't
it.
think that's reclaimed land. No, I don't think.
I don't know.
No.
The roads are
But-
cracked.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
those pitches?
And the other thing I wanted to say about that was, TJ, did you see that thing that was on the news about 2 days before that about that seismic wave that
Yep.
went across the whole Earth?
Yep, but
Yep.
nobody
Like-
really felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
We,
that was
we,
pretty-
we all heard about that.
And Mr. BBB's made this connection with this depth at 6.2. There's been all these earthquakes all around the globe recently
Yep.
at the same depth,
6.2
miles
miles.
deep.
Yep.
Which is
And they
also
say
strange.
those things are caused by solar activity,
Right.
solar magnetic waves.
Yep.
Right. And we
Bring
know
the
there's
Earth
something
like
wrong
a
with the
bell.
sun.
That's what they say.
Yep. We know there's
So
something
anyway.
wrong with the sun. It's messed up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, we know that the sun's whatever. I mean, it doesn't even feel the same. Feels like being like an ant under a microscope, magnifying glass, whatever. It's awful out there in the sun.
So you guys have a fire going right now?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
It's been kind of snowing on and off, and
No.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Crazy.
hail even.
Cold, miserable. We're just hanging inside.
So it's
I saw Max's fort video. That was pretty cool
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna make
They said-
another one giving you a little better, like showing you everything. But so
You're doing all the same stuff that I did when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
something's right.
but
Dang.
sadly the turret broke. The turret broke.
the turret had a name.
The
We
turret-
moved
Huh?
off grid. That's what happened. We moved off grid because I kid you not, when we were living in Rio Rancho,
Yeah.
we had a five bedroom house, 3-car garage, and I think the garage was the only place that did not have a TV. And if
Right.
it did, it's
And there was
just one
two
that
living
didn't work.
rooms. There was two living
Two
rooms.
living rooms.
And they both had TVs.
A
And
loft.
everything had an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Wii.
And
Yeah.
these guys, I mean, literally, you wouldn't hear from them for hours. And every now and then I'd get up, just go to the stairs and be like, hey, you guys all right?
Right.
We would just ignore them. We would be playing Xbox. They'd be
There was
upstairs
no
watching
family
stuff.
relationship there at all. I mean,
We never got along.
everyone was just sucked into everyone had their own
Screen.
boob tube.
Right.
I was actually a bit of a crybaby back then. The Xbox messed with my brain. One time we were playing a game and I got mad because just one tiny thing that I didn't quite know how to do it because Minecraft is kind of enough, but I was a little younger. But
Yeah. He was trying to keep up with the big kids and just got frustrated, basically.
so I didn't know how to make a stick.
So
to make
Max's fort reminded me of we built a fort just like that, but then a week after we built it, we tore it apart and we put wheels on it and we made a go-kart out of it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe you can make a good
And we use liquid metal, that stuff that comes in the tube, and we painted a radiator on it for them.
You should actually do that. Like make a new
Yep.
turret.
I don't even know if they still have that stuff because it probably had lead in it.
Yeah.
It was called liquid metal.
Yeah. Mercury. Wasn't it? Wasn't that mercury?
Yeah, gallium.
Yeah, it probably had some kind of lethal stuff in it, but they don't sell it no more. We had it.
Also, another metal that
they used to sell science kits when we were kids with real uranium bits in it. Remember?
Yeah. Hey, you survived, right?
Yeah, you know.
Right, but we also didn't all get a trophy for nothing. So we had to earn the things that we got. We could, make fun or say whatever, be kids and, kids and mean. But it made us have a thicker skin so that, it didn't bother us when, what did we used to say? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Now that's not the case. Words kill
now it's
people.
complete opposite.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Words break your bones and whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So,
that's how they act.
So Max, on your turrets, you need to put like Nerf ball guns up there so you can shoot
Nerf guns, just like attached to Nerf guns.
They're making slingshots out of them. They were putting nails in them, and putting elastic bands over them, and then shooting stuff with them.
That was Keegan. All Keegan's idea. Me, I actually want this $9 slingshot that I can attach to it. That way I can go.
Yeah, we used to get these big rubber bands at work. They used to use them on the trash cans. We called them nuclear rubber bands because they were like 8 inches and 1 inch thick, and you could shoot like rocks with them.
That sounds awesome. I'm glad I
baseball
never had any of this. No.
I actually want one. I just pull a pencil back and go.
No, you guys would really hurt each other then.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up and give somebody else a chance. So anyways,
okay, DB, we're so glad we got to talk to you. Actually,
yeah.
Actually, it's kind of hard to read like all the comments out
there.
Later. I like this format a lot better.
Yeah.
I like the calling.
Yeah, I do too.
You can read comments and have them call.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. He's just gone. Horrible.
I'm a ramper.
See, he does not need Red Bull.
You don't need Red Bull.
That's without Red Bull.
This is just my regular day, energy.
It's him stealing a few sips off Mama's coffee.
He did, too.
Actually, one.
Yeah, real voices are much better. Absolutely. More fun. I absolutely
it feels
agree.
more connected.
Yeah, it does.
And the number, once again, is 505-437-1105.
Yep.
We're waiting to hear all your guys' opinions and what you guys talk about. You can talk about anything, open topic. You can talk about how
until they ask you something and then you get to do
yeah. I will take over this topic with one simple question.
I can't even say anything. My dad called me a motor mouth, so we know where you get it from.
Yeah, from the only person I know. I know 4 more people in this room, including you. Yes, we are a 5 family. A family of 5. 3 kids, 2 adults. 5. I did math.
Yeah. All right. So that's where we're going with this now.
Hey.
All right, see, he spoke. Keegan spoke.
He said good night.
Yep.
Everyone, it's a good night. Good night, Keegan.
Don't go that way.
Yep. 1-800-Maximus. You have to give him that number.
You're gonna have to get me my own live stream. That way I can wake up late at night to hi to all my subscribers.
It says, how old are you?
I'm 8.
Ace of Spades said, how old are you?
I'm 8, and this January 14th I'm turning 9. Yep.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Amazing. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Who are we talking to?
Doing good. Hey, great show. Enjoy your show a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, who are we talking to? We're just wondering.
I'm trying.
You guys are doing good. I like it a lot compared to most others,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still learning. It took me forever just to figure out how to do the Google Voice, connect the Google Voice to the Google Hangouts, and I don't know why they make it all separate.
It works good.
Who are we speaking with?
But, you call me Sierra Man.
Huh?
Sierra Man.
Yeah. Or you can call me by my first name, Lance. That's good too.
Hey, Lance.
Hi, Lance.
Hey. Hey,
Good
nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm in Reason here in California.
Ooh.
Where in California?
I'm in Northern California.
And it's freezing there?
Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's been raining a lot, you know. I got the German Shepherd inside because she's freezing to death outside.
How far are you from all those fires?
You know, actually not that far. We were downwind, so everything, the smoke, we had, you know, that spare the air thing where you couldn't go outside. And there's just ash and, you know, just you couldn't see the sky for about a week or more.
Oh my goodness, no wonder why it's so cold. It's like a mini ice age over there.
Or it could be all the chemtrails.
No, that's from the fires.
Everybody had a mask and just, you know, the whole family, basically, everybody was suffering. It's just unbelievable, you know, and a lot of people, some of my family, they were going up above in the mountains just to get away from it so they could breathe clean air, you know.
Wow.
And so
they don't put that on the news, do they, Lance?
Sorry?
They don't put that on the news, do they?
No, it's unfortunately get used to it. We're always downwind from all that stuff. Like last year when they had the one, you know, in Santa Rosa, it was the same thing. You know, so you just kind of wait it out. Hope it goes away. The rain cleaned the air, and it's finally good again.
You were nowhere near that. Were you anywhere near that? Nuclear waste dump. The one that
no.
They said that there was a test facility or something out there that caught on fire where they used to do like a lot of nuclear testing or a lot of nuclear dumping.
Not that I'm aware of. No.
I hope not.
I think so.
Yeah, because there's a whole area that was being affected by the fires that was causing all kinds of radiation problems too because of the nuclear waste.
You know, I did hear something about that. I mean, you don't know what you're breathing, you know, downwind here, so you kind of stayed indoors. I mean, there's PCBs and everything else in the air, so, you know, and all that stuff people keep in their garage. It's just, you know, toxic. Yeah, you know, more than likely. All these asbestos in the homes and everything else.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you're okay. So you said people are getting sick, like a lung infection or something?
Well, actually, I was in the hospital for a few days when this, you know, right in the middle of the whole thing, and everybody was coming in with asthma attack, you know, breathing problems and stuff like that. You know, and I just kind of left the dog to kind of man the homestead, you know, so she could go in and out, and I was more worried about her breathing than me, you know. But I remember one year we were camping up in the Sierras there, and you know the clouds kind of hang low, and we had some thunder and lightning, and just it started a big fire, and the next thing we know, there's fire engines coming up the logging trails and everything else, and so the smoke got so bad, we had to pack up our camping. We had been out there for about a week, and you know, doing our survivalist thing, and we had to pull up stakes and just get out of there because I mean our eyes were burning and our throat, you know, was burning. And unfortunately, when we got home, it was so bad the smoke was, like I said, comes down here, you know, too. So it's in California, it's just pretty much the whole place is a tinderbox, it seems.
Yeah.
Wow, that's scary though. That sounds terrifying. How old were you when you were on that camping trip?
Oh gosh, that was probably maybe 5-7 years ago, something like that. Time flies, you know. Not that old. No. I'm old now.
You don't sound it.
Yeah, you sound it.
You don't sound it.
Yeah, where you feel it in the morning, you know, old.
Or at the end of the day. That's usually when I feel it.
Yeah, so in California it's different. You know, I envy you guys. I've lived off the grid before. We you know, we've got a place up in the Sierras there, and you know, one year we had a blizzard and it took down the power line, and we got snowed in for quite a long time, and so PG&E never got to us, so I ended up getting a generator, and we just lived off the grid for like a couple months, and you know, I really enjoyed it. It was we had the inverter, the batteries,
Yeah.
you know, the whole schmeal like you guys are doing there, and you know, it was just, you know, you spend a lot of family time, and you actually live like a normal person.
Right.
It was quite enjoyable, you know.
And you get to remember what's really important, which is something that's hard to do in this world, I think.
Yeah, exactly. You appreciate the little things,
right?
You know, like like keeping warm and looking for wood.
Right.
Exactly.
You know,
Constantly busy. If you live off grid, you're constantly busy. You know, from gathering wood
yeah,
to, you know,
it's a lot of fun. You know, I mean, I've never had so much fun, and you kind of become one with the animals or through your neighbors, basically.
All right, they help you.
Know,
They're your partners. They let you know what's going on. They help keep you warm.
Yep.
Exactly. You know, even the bears, they didn't bother us. They'd come by and say hello, and so it was an experience. You know, I kind of actually when I watch you guys, I remember that stuff, and I kind of wish I could do it again. You know.
Well, don't careful what you wish for, though.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't know what's going to happen in this day and age. So.
You know, if shit hits the fan, everyone's going to be living like this, and you know, we got to look at it like
we just got a head start.
We got a head start. Everyone, you know, the first week their power goes out and they can't use their phone. They got no internet. There's no gasoline. They're all going to be pulling their hair out of their head, and they can't get their psych meds. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be a big, you know, stride ahead of people like that. They kind of gonna panic, and they won't have their smartphone, so they'll be in shock.
Yeah,
well, they don't know what to do with themselves.
That's a real anxiety.
Yeah, they treat people for that now. There's an anxiety disorder that people have if their phones are not with them, or can't charge, or they don't have the. I mean, seriously, they have to take a pill for this.
Yep.
I liked life a lot better when we didn't have all the cell phones, and that kind of, you have more peace and relaxation, you know.
Me too.
I'm torn. I'm completely torn, because if it wasn't for this stuff, I would not be connecting with all you guys.
Right.
This is honestly, online is where I'm finding like-minded people to connect with, because honestly,
there's none around here.
There's none around here.
Nope.
Yeah, you're from the Boston area originally.
Yeah, originally from Boston. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I've got a buddy. He's in Chelmsford out there.
Yeah.
He raises dogs, you know, and haven't heard from him in a while, because he almost drowned trying to save one of his dogs in the swimming pool, and you know how cold it gets there. So, I'm just kind of wishing him well, hoping that it all gets better for him over there. But yeah, you know what the nor'easters are like, right?
Oh yeah. I've been through a few.
Yeah,
more than a few.
Yep.
Yeah.
And our last address was right in Marshfield, right on Wrexham Beach. We were right on the ocean for a number of them. It was amazing to watch the power of the ocean.
And
yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah. It's to be in a hurricane or a big storm like that. It's just, you know, you can kind of just stand in it and realize how small you really are. You know.
I never got to really enjoy it. You know, they were all home, snuggled in, and
drinking hot cocoa.
Right, and I was out working, because I work for a municipality. So whenever there was a nor'east, I was in the truck, sanding and plowing and
rescuing people from their homes.
Yeah, driving a deuce and a half out to all the flooded areas.
I got
out
pictures.
To the peninsulas. Yeah, it was miserable for me. And you have to sleep in the truck, because you can't go home until the storm's over. Over to the side of the road.
Okay, but he had a DVD player and thermoses full of coffee.
She hooked me up.
And soup, and you know, he makes it sound like it was all bad. It wasn't. And he got to see how the storm
I got to
in
see
action.
a lot of destruction.
You got to see it in action. I got to see it from safety. Well, so I thought.
It sounds like you enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it. That sounds like a real experience, you know.
I did. Be honest,
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. You know, it was sort of nice being out.
They're happy to see you. You know, you're doing that. You know, pull people out of a bind. You know, taking them out of a ditch, what have you. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It wasn't
Yes,
bad.
the ranch house. Yeah, the ranch house. Yes, DB, I know.
The ranch house, yeah.
Yeah, in Marshfield. He said that there's a restaurant there, bar, the ranch house. He's calling it the ranch house. That's funny. And
how far are you away from the ocean?
About, it depends which, you know, you can go to Santa Cruz or Half Moon Bay, takes you about maybe 45 minutes, depending on the traffic and how you drive, you know.
And so when
you can go, you know, there's different, I mean, you can go to the city. I don't really care for the city, but, you know, I guess you could go there if you wanted, you know. Pescadero's nice. You can drive up past, you know, Santa Cruz that way, or you can kind of, you know, go the back roads are nice too, you know.
Yeah,
but,
never been to California.
I guess I'm about as far from the mountains, you know, this year's either direction.
Really? I've never been to California.
Yeah,
I'd like to someday, you know.
Yeah. Max has never been to the beach at all. He's the only one that was born in New Mexico, so everybody else got to be right on the ocean, at least for a few years.
You guys miss Boston, you know, and the seafood and all that?
I made an awesome clam chowder just yesterday.
We're still eating it.
that sounds really good.
I do miss the water.
The ocean, the sounds, the smell, the sand.
But you know, it's tough living there. It really is. The taxes are high, the rent's high, everything's high.
That's what I hear.
Yes. I mean, the stress.
I
mean, that's one thing I've noticed. It took me a while. We lived here a year, and I feeling like I was homesick, like something was just off. I couldn't figure it out until one day I got a phone call from back home, and all the stress came right through the phone, and it instantly clicked. It was the drama or something, and I realized then that I wasn't homesick at all.
Yeah, they my friend in Boston, he started smoking cigarettes again, you know, because of all the stress, and you're exactly right.
It's an energetic
feel. People that are just a little bit different, a little bit fast paced. Yeah. You know, it's hard to breathe there, you know what I'm saying?
It is, yes. Yes, it is. And out here, oh God, it's the complete opposite. Go outside, and all you want to do is take the deepest breath and just relax.
Yeah, don't miss it at all, DB says.
No, he said they legalized weed, so now
you got your morals straight, it sounds like, for sure.
Well, yeah, but this off-grid experience, too, has definitely played a role. I mean, it definitely has. It's forced me to have to, you know, like when you're looking at something real close to your face, you can only see so much, but then if you step back, it's a much bigger picture. That's what happened in this experience. It's crazy.
Well, tell him, Moon.
I do. No, I do. It'll be the most memorable part of your life. Like the rest of the time in the city, you know, it's just kind of all a blur. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the time you spend there, it's going to be the most memorable time of your life. You know, more than likely. I mean, it was for us. You know, for me.
Right.
The best part about it is this is actually ours now. See, we've been renting ever since creation. Been renting. Spent 7 years in Rio Rancho renting that house we were talking about.
And all the TDs.
And it averaged out to about $93,000 and some change when I did the math. So I literally scraped up every dime I had. I got together $8,000, and I called up a realtor in New Mexico and said, "Look, I have $8,000 cash. Can you find someone to work with me?" And she did. She found someone to do an owner finance. And when I say we were off grid, I bought just land with a well on it. The well's still not hooked up, so I'm still trucking water in here. But we moved up here in April 1st, April Fools. 3 years ago, there was a snowstorm, and we were in tents. And I don't mean canvas. canvas,
like
waterproof tents. Right, we're in
tents.
Walmart. Friggin', what was that? Nylon or silk? What was silk? Friggin',
who knows?
You know,
the wind blows and it rips. Yeah, that
has
kind of
gaps with bent gaps on the roof.
Yeah,
but it's ours.
It was actually pretty big.
it was big.
It sounds like a good move though, because you're kind of paycheck to paycheck, and you never could get ahead, and you know, and it's never yours, and you know, it's kind of an empty feeling.
Really, absolutely.
You know?
Right, and then when you do the math after 7 years, and you realize it's like 100,000 almost, and you have nothing to show for it but a 30-day notice, and you know, 5 kids, 4 dogs, an old lady, and all kinds of crap everybody's gathered in 7 years to move, and then you move it to a plot of dirt where there's nothing to put it in.
Nothing, no structure, no nothing, just tents.
Yeah,
nothing to show for it. You know, you feel like it's like an hourglass you're watching your life go by, you know, and all that money, you know, and you flip it through your fingers.
But that's when you realize that material stuff, it's just material. It's not what really matters. The only thing that you can actually take with you is what you know. So your memories, your conversations, the things energetically, you know, love, that kind of stuff. You can't take anything else. So it's really not that important. And that was huge for me. Oh God, I used to cry when the electricity got shut off. I used to cry.
Definitely have your moral strength. You do.
It took a while. I'm still an asshole.
We were actually in the middle of playing the Xbox. That's how much hypnotized we were. We were in the middle of the Xbox just playing, and Pal went, "What?"
Yeah. I would cry with them, like, oh, poor us. We have to wait 2 days to get it turned back on. And I'd cry like a baby. Now I'm like, electricity, what do you need that for?
Hey, Dad.
DB's talking to you.
Hey, DB.
Yep.
Yeah, you can use my phone.
Max is eating some more clam chowder.
Yep.
I'm all rubbing it in my face.
I'm envious. It sounds super good. I love clam chowder. It was
one of my best batches ever, too, huh?
Yes, it was. Truly was.
And I've made a lot of really good ones. So.
With DB.
Yep.
I know what.
It's the simple things, you know. That way you don't miss Boston, and you know that kind of thing. And,
no, I don't.
I know what you mean.
I don't. I went back once 4 years ago. My mom passed away, but the whole thing was so different in so many ways. Like it was home, and it'll always be home, but it was just really easy to leave, especially after my mom wasn't there anymore. So.
Oh.
You realize how much that you really didn't miss it, you know.
So it took me the day I landed to have to get into the hospital for my mother. It was Marathon Monday, and there was a Red Sox game. It took me from 4:30 when I got out of the airport till almost 8 o'clock at night to get to the hospital, which was really only 20 minutes away. It was insanity. That's how I got welcomed back into Boston.
Only blocks away.
Yeah, literally blocks away. I could have walked it in 20 minutes. But no, I spent 3 hours in the car trying to get there. It was insanity.
Well, Massachusetts, like, if you go on Google Earth, right, and you do the mileage thing, you go from, like, Rhode Island to the border of New Hampshire. Massachusetts is only, like, 50 miles wide. But, yeah, if you were to go from Rhode Island to the New Hampshire border, anytime during the day, it's going to take you 4 or 5 hours.
Because of traffic.
Yeah, that's what my buddy, he was telling me. They had a place in New Hampshire for a while, and he was always going there, you know, to take time off. And, you know, he said the traffic could be a bear. You had to go at the right time. And, you know, otherwise it would take forever, you know.
Yes, it does. And that's, you know, part of the stress there. Everybody's like, hurry up, I can't go anywhere. It's like the mall at Christmas time all the time.
Yeah, I'm a big slice of pizza myself.
It sounds like that you guys really love, you know, New Mexico. It's a beautiful country, though. I've been through there just a couple times, and it's just fabulous, you know.
It really is. It really is. And there's something really, honestly, if you can ever visit Heyman's, you should, because there's something really spiritual I don't know, magical about the place. I don't know how
What
to
is it
describe
called?
it. It's a feeling. So
Jemez. Jemez.
but when I first got here, because I'm a masshole, I was calling it Jemez.
It's Jemez. Jemez Pueblo.
I'll have to check that out.
Or
That sounds
Jemez
nice.
Springs.
Yeah, Jemez Springs. We live between Jemez Springs and Jemez Pueblo. We live in a town so small.
It doesn't even have its own zip code.
Yep. We got to use the Pueblo's address, and I'm not native.
Yeah,
Well,
they don't let you
I
live there
am,
if you're
but
not.
the wrong kind of native.
I don't know what that means.
They're Wallatoa.
Yeah.
And I'm from the East Coast.
That's because
So
J is H, like jalapeno. Jemez, it's a J. Maybe, yeah. I figured that out finally, but a lot of people laughed at me before I did. They let me keep saying it, Listen to this masshole. She thinks it's Jemez.
You're lucky, it sounds like that you found a really nice place.
We did.
I mean,
it's a great
I envy you guys,
Well,
It's better than living in a town with 300,000 or plus people or something like that. Well, that is just not fun,
No.
No.
That phone's doing something. Max is trying to show me to read it.
Someone texted Dad using his number. Someone stole it.
That's probably the best money you've ever spent, that $8,000, huh?
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's not been easy, though, but that's been kind of the best part of it, honestly. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what has to happen. Things have to be hard for you to actually learn from them. I mean, if things were always easy, then what would you ever learn?
Well, we got forced into it, and I just kind of, I kept doing it because it was actually a lot of fun. It turned into a lot of fun, and we had the batteries and the inverter and the firewood, and of course you need quite a bit of wood, but I mean, it's just, if you got a nice fireplace, you just can't get any better. It's nice.
It is.
BB want to know if I was Portuguese.
No.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. No, I'm a mutt. Yep. I do have some Wampanoag in me. That's the Native American. Wampanoag from Massachusetts, South Shore. We're the ones you blame for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. not kicking out the brown eyes when we should have.
That's great.
But yeah, no.
So how long you guys actually been out in with your property there in New Mexico?
Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in April 1st. So
yes.
Wow, you've come quite a ways. 3 years. That's a lot of accomplishments,
Yes.
in only 3 years,
It's
Yeah.
just
you got a family, and you got other things going on at the same time, and
I died.
that's
that could
I
be
died.
pretty cool.
Everyone would
Literally
be
died.
split up. Like Raya, okay, we would everyone was split up back in your end.
Yeah, they were all in their own room with their own screen. Dad already said that.
So me and Kim would be playing Xbox or something, or
We have come a long way. We really have.
And we've been through some serious stuff.
It's
Yeah.
because we're more together here.
Yeah, we've been through some real serious stuff, but we keep pushing on. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean,
no, you're right. Everybody puts in, everybody works together, and before it probably wasn't like that, so you kind of become a better family, a tighter, more close-knit family.
right.
That's nice.
And that's what a lot of these freaking millennials are losing, man. They're losing the family unit, the caring and compassionate side of what we had. I mean, they are the most selfish. Not all of them, but most of them, they're the most selfish.
You hit the nail on the head. You really did.
And
yeah,
they just don't have a clue.
I agree.
And it was tough for the boys and my daughter Raya when we first moved out here, because I mean they went through electronic and TV withdrawal. I kid you not. It's a real thing, and About a year. It takes about a year to wean them off it.
Right. And then we finally
the
got
separation anxiety for sure.
We got back.
But I bet you, you know, right now they wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. You know, they just kind of would have fit back in. You know what I mean?
No, it's funny. Keegan, he'll go to hang out with his buddies over there, and they'll just all be playing video games. It's him that's like, hey, you know, there's like 5 of us together. Let's go outside. You know, play basketball, something. You know.
Yeah, they're boring now. You know, they're all in their own world, and kind of you sort of don't mesh anymore. You know.
Right. Well, they're you know, to be non-politically correct, they're boys. You know, I mean, they throw rocks at cans. You know, they'll line up cans on either the ground or a board or a bunch of rocks and then throw rocks at them to knock them off. They have slingshots, pellet guns, 22s.
We love slingshots.
All kinds of knives.
Actually, we need to clean them.
I'll do a video sometime, show you how good Max is with a throwing knife. I mean, you'd be real surprised.
Yeah, real like when we grew up, when we were kids.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I really feel like their
has his own hatchet, his own machete.
Their childhood here is a lot more like the one I remember having.
Actually, yeah.
They didn't have that in Rio Rancho at all.
Actually, yeah, my brother got me a machete for my 8th birthday up here. And then I
couldn't have that in Rio Rancho.
No. So yeah, he came up here one night. He's like, "This is for Max." He handed it to me. I took it out. So like he was just all like, "What do you want for your birthday?" We were shooting Keegan's pellet gun. Since Keegan allowed us, and he's like, "What about a machete?" I'm like, "Yes," because we have
he just got Keegan the gun for his birthday.
Yes, but also we have this game called Left 4 Dead. It's about zombies. And you can get a machete. I'm like, I want one of those. And then when he said that, I'm like, a machete?
Has Max ever seen Stand By Me? I don't know. That's not one of Dad's favorites. I think I might have made him watch it, but Dad doesn't like that one. His sister overwatched it when he was a child.
My sister overwatched certain movies like Grease, Stand By Me, a few others that like, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good gift, though. A machete, you know. When I was younger, I used to make them, you know. I make them out of a piece of flat stock and that's that, you know.
You're gonna need to get your own YouTube channel so I can figure that out. That way I can make one for everyone else.
Worldwide says Daddy wants a Tommy gun.
Yeah. Tommy wants a Tommy gun.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, it was good chatting with you guys. I didn't mean to stay on so long, but
that's all good.
I really enjoyed the campfire thing that you guys did, and now the phone. That's spectacular, you know. So
yeah, I'll be doing that.
Hey, and I like that. I like your rig, by the way.
Thank you.
Ron. That's really cool. You know.
Yeah, I like the older style weapons. I really do. You know, like I said in the video,
nice single action.
Yeah.
You know. Really nice.
I prefer the single actions. I honestly do. Like I said, my daughter does mountain shooting. She rides horses. She shoots at balloons, literally. I'll slap up a couple videos of her eventually once I get her permission, and I know she's not gonna kill me in my sleep.
She says we're not allowed to say she exists.
No.
I'm envious that you can practice on your own property. That's like the gift. It really is. You know.
Yep.
Hey Dad, DB, have you made a cow catapult yet?
No.
Cow catapult.
No.
We should make one. That way, when all the
how's it going, Charles?
Chinese are running out of catapult, cow, moo.
All right. I think we're losing track of this.
Hell yeah.
Well, hey. I will let you go. I will talk to you in the future for sure. And it was really nice meeting some nice folks like you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And keep doing it, man. I really love your show.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love hearing you.
Yep. I will talk to you again. I promise. I'm going to be doing this a lot more often. Now that I got this up and running the way I want, I'm going to be doing a lot more live streaming.
Maybe
probably more live streaming than videos, because I actually have some real big plans for this channel as soon as I can start making some money.
Yeah, so, he wants to do this overnight and stuff.
Yeah. It sounds really good, you guys. You know, I wish you the best of luck. You know, and I'm sure it's going to go. You know, places go really far. You know, you've got a good head on your shoulders, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Good talking to you.
It was good talking to you. Be safe, man. Be safe and
okay, thank you. Good talking to you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
What do you mean?
the phone is free to anyone who wants to call. The number is 505-437-1105.
Do you ever have Max watch Monty Python?
Not yet.
No, that's what you said. I take it you didn't watch Monty Python yet either.
Not yet. I can't cheat another fight. Mr. Creosote.
DB 867
No.
5.
Mama Bear said does not taste good.
Oh, did you tell them about when Keegan, when he was little back, he would eat the sand at the beach?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here you go. Hello.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Who are we speaking with?
Good. Yeah, I'm the same guy I just called a little while ago about the having an apartment building right on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd just like to make another comment, and that is a couple nights ago there was a video that you made on the migrants, and I had put a link to a website, a link to a video that showed that that sicarios on the other side of the bridge, not in Tijuana, but on right off of Highway 125, where Highway 125 goes across into Mexico. There's a colonia over there right next to the bridge, and where some of the migrants were sleeping, and sicarios opened up and they started shooting at them. And this was about 10:30 at night. So I had put a link to a video that had it had a cell phone video of a woman standing on a window ledge on some kind of office building next to the highway entrance that comes in, next to the entrance that comes in from the United States. And the sicarios opened up and were shooting the migrants. And I don't know how many were wounded or killed. There were many police cars that were there, but I don't think the officers could get down into the canal to, I guess, go and do something about those sicarios. But they opened up and were shooting for about a minute straight on the migrants. And before it finally stopped, because there was a Mexican Marina, they call it Marina, but it's the Mexican Marine helicopter started flying overhead, and so the gunfire cut out, But it was a video of a lady standing on a window ledge of some kind of office building, and she was just standing there going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!" And they just opened up and were shooting, and she was just like, "What is, it's happening here? What is this? What is this?" And she kept going on and on like that, and you just hear the gunfire. And so I had put a link in one of your videos that you had put talking about the migrants report, but since that happened 10:30 at night, none of the news covered it. And then by the early morning, I checked the link again, and it had been taken down because it wasn't verifiable, because it was only one lady standing out there with her cell phone. It wasn't like two different independent sources. So I just wanted to pass that info on, because that's a big reason why they moved a bunch of the migrants now across a mountain and moved them away from the area where they were in, because they had been shot at.
Yep, that's crazy. That's
well,
nuts.
I still have a lot of respect for the Mexicans standing their ground. I really do. I'm not saying that I want people killed, but this is not this organic thing that they're trying to sell us in the media.
I understand they've been lied to.
Right.
And that old saying.
They're being used.
Yeah, that old saying, forgive them, they know not what they do. But, all of us have been way too kind for so long that people now think we are weak.
Right, that we'll just let them do whatever they want.
And
yeah.
So I mean, it's sad. It's sad, but if they're sticking up for themselves, that's good.
Yeah. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. The video was posted on a site called BorderlandBeat.com, but the video was taken down in the early morning hours.
Right. They don't want you to see that.
Yeah, that they're censoring it.
Yeah, and so I had a feeling that it must be a big correlation as to why they moved a lot of the migrants away from there where the shooting happened and put them across a mountain. I don't know, I think 45 miles away or 40 minutes away or something from where they were at. Yeah. And they're protected behind walls now.
Well, that's good.
I know Trump's talking about shutting the border down. And, that has a pro and a con to it, because if he shuts down the border, a lot of commerce is going to stop. And if the commerce stops, the people in the powers that be are going to be pissed off. And the only way to retaliate against that would be to start messing with our economy. So if Trump shuts down the border and no goods are coming from Mexico into the United States. I mean, just think about how many Walmarts there are. How many Walmarts are in the United States? And they get tons of Mexican goods, from Mexico transported into the United States. So Trump shuts down the borders. There's millions of dollars an hour just being lost. These people are going to get pissed off, and the only way they'll be able to retaliate is Monday morning when you wake up. The economy's going to tank. Might be like Greece a couple years ago. You're going to go to the bank and it will be closed. You can only get $25 out of the ATM. It's not looking good. It's not. It's a much bigger F show than people think.
It's something to happen, but again, it flows back to disrespect. The migrants disrespected the local citizens by going there and then throwing rocks and then not following the rules of like the city that they're living in, and because of that, not following respect. Respect is everything in Mexico. You can be anybody there, any nationality, any gender, as long as you know how to respect everybody, everywhere, all the time.
And I have more respect for them.
If you don't, then something, somebody may make a decision to interact with you. And it could be good if you've been respecting everybody, or it could be, something very bad. I've lost, let's see, over a year ago, I lost 6 people in one, between when I had come back to California and when I had visited again. 6 people had died. 4 of them were killed because they were thieves in one way or another. They stole out of cars, or they broke into people's apartments and stole their electrical equipment or what, and they were rounded up. And, they were essentially, their hands were cut off. And anyway, I don't want to talk about that with kids there, but you get the idea. So, so it's very, very, it can be very dangerous to people who don't know how to respect. But if you grew up where you can carry yourself well as far as respect goes, you can go almost anywhere you want and you shouldn't have a problem. The key is to respect everybody in the community, wherever you're visiting at, because it's the people in the community that really are the ones that have the power, because they're the ones that have the phone numbers that they can just call some of their family or what that happen to be a part of groups that, have the responsibility, let's say, for the area. And, if that one person on the other end of the phone makes a decision to interact with you, that's it. Within 2 minutes or less, they're going to show up a truck full of guys to come and take you away. Whatever that guy on the other end of the phone tells them to do with whoever it is that's disrespecting, that's exactly what those guys are going to do. And all those guys, they've all been, had the hard life. They've all been fighting in gangs. They all know how to use knives. They all have these huge, like, penetrator guns that go through all the walls of a house or go through engine blocks. So there's nothing that can be done if a decision is made to interact with somebody who's disrespecting. That's why everything depends on respect, you know. So, and the key, because I've been there for 10 years already. The key to surviving and thriving in Mexico is respect. Respect the laws, respect the community, and you go as far as you want to go with no problems. That's the key. But you know, when us Americans, when we go down there and we lose sight of being respectful because we think we can be free. That's when the problems start, because the locals, you know, first they don't know you, and then when they see you, then you're acting or you know, because you think you're free and can do whatever. Yep. That's when they start, you know, maybe they make cold phone calls, or they let somebody know, hey, this guy's acting like this and like this and like this, and then somebody can come and interact with you. And believe me, you don't want those kind of people to interact with you, because they can do everything. If your boss tells them to break all your bones, they're going to do exactly that. You know, whatever they tell the boss tells them to do, they're going to do exactly that. So the key information I could pass across to everybody listening is always be respectful. You know, and I always ask the Mexican for advice on everything I'm going to do and everywhere I'm going to go. You know, because they live there, they know the area. They know how the flow of events that are going on, the local events, so they can tell you, if something you're doing may lead to some negative consequences for you. And also, you need to be prepared to listen to that advice too, because if somebody tells you, you know, don't go here during this night because it's Halloween, and maybe some young kids will get in a car and they'll go looking for somebody walking on the road alone, and they like to jump out of the car and beat the crap out of the guy until he's unconscious, and then they get back in their car and drive away. So if they tell you that, then don't go out that night. Just stay wherever you're at and hunker down, and then the next day you're free to go wherever you want to go. So that's just some advice I can pass along, you know, from me being there for that long of a time. But getting back to that, the Sicarios that fired on them, yeah, it happened like 2 days ago, and the video was posted, but in the morning the link was taken down. So, but I just wanted to, you know, to state that, because that's a big correlation between, I think, why the migrants were moved as well. It added in there, I'm sure.
I bet you're right.
Thanks for sharing
100%.
You bet. And also, on the California fires that have been happening, I have a website to visit. It's the California fire website. It's called www.fire.ca for California.gov. So www.fire.ca.gov, and it's for local current events. That will give you all the rundown, the specific information on how many buildings have been destroyed, how many people have been killed, how many fire engines were used, all that kind of thing. And it'll also give you all the fires in California that are currently happening, and what percentage of containment the fires are. So I just like to pass along that information. If anybody, you know, wants to search that website, they'll easily find all the information they want on every fire that's happening that the California Fire Department has jurisdiction on. So just thought I'd pass that on.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to know what's happening with the people. The people, you know, where are all these people going that are being evacuated or whatever? What's happening with them? I don't think we've heard anything about that.
No, she was saying, my wife was saying she'd like to know what happened to all these people in California that were evacuated from their houses and forced to leave. Yeah. You know, because they never follow up. Where are these people now? You know, where are they going? Did they go with family members? Are they in FEMA camps, or you know, where are they?
Right, where are they being sheltered?
Okay. Well, on this website, it shows the Cal Fire website. It also shows all the animal shelters that have been opened up, the shelters that have been opened up, and so I imagine a lot of the people are there.
Okay, well, I'll check that out. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you very
and
much.
let's see. Also, there's been a guy flying over in a Cessna over the what was the name of that huge fire? I just forgot it out of my mind. But he's been flying over that fire both as it was happening and after it's burned down, and he gives very good description of everything. He takes a lot of video and stuff, and so I just like to mention that it's called the Blanco Lirio channel, and the guy, he's almost like a reporter because he lives in that area. So he's been reporting that stuff, and even the Oroville Dam when it broke. So it's just pass that on too. You can visit that website, and that guy's got ongoing information. And he also talks a lot about forest management and that kind of thing on that. So I just want to pass along that information to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Glad you called.
Okay, take care, guys.
You too. We'll talk to you again.
Okay, we'll do. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was nice.
You said it's getting garbled. Did you figure that out?
I turned the volume down. I did turn the volume down. I don't know if that helped. If someone else calls in and it's gobbled, I'll
Dee says there are no FEMA camps.
No FEMA camps?
Well, good night, everyone. Enjoy talking to you.
Max is falling asleep.
Night, Max.
Night.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Okay. He's not lying.
Like last time.
He'll be back up. Yep. Max, you didn't want to give him the number one more time?
505-437-1105.
Everyone's saying goodnight to you, Max. Yep. 505-437-1105.
JP said he's gonna call in and order pizza. I have clam chowder, not pizza.
Yeah, I do miss big slices of pizza. They only got English muffins out here. Well, one pizza place that has decent sized pizzas. What was it? 24 inch DeVitos, 24 inch pizzas. Yeah. Yeah. Giles says goodnight, Max. Eyes too says goodnight, Max.
Jeff says Faneuil Hall.
Faneuil Hall, yep. Faneuil Hall.
Gosh, I haven't been there forever, it feels like.
Yeah. That'd be the clam chowder, yeah. Tell you, I love pizza. But I hate saying that now after everything that happened with Pizzagate.
Oh, jeez. Feel weird about it?
Yeah, I do. I feel weird about it.
What does that mean?
After all that crap that went on with Pizzagate, I actually feel weird saying, I love pizza.
Yeah, Keith says goodnight. I think we can get texts on it.
What, this number?
Yeah, because that text came in earlier.
Yeah, I can get text, phone call. It's this is Google Voice, so
I don't need a BB.
This number is linked to my actual cell phone and to the computer. So it took me a while to figure out, but you have to log into your account on Google and then log into Google Hangouts, and then I had to log into my Google Voice account, and then it's sort of connected all of them.
Jeff says, just out of curiosity, no stories, please. But have you ever been to the combat zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
TV's got lots of combat zone stories. LOL.
Yeah. As soon as I was old enough to drive. Yep. I had a few friends that bounced in clubs back in the day. That was easy money. Back in the day. Back in the day, if you guys want to know a little.
No, Jeff didn't get to go. He was too young by the time we shut down.
Big time, but Bouncing was easy money, man. And I was young, big, dumb.
Go ahead and
So
send us whatever you want, guys. I want to see.
I did a lot of bouncing in Massachusetts, mainly strip clubs. I worked in that industry for about 10 years.
He's not.
Yeah, Max is not sleeping yet.
He's been over here whispering, telling me instructions. Make sure I'm doing it right, huh, Max?
All I said is that if you ever want to call him daily, just write down the number on this.
Yeah.
Write down the number, then you say, "Hey, TJ, are you doing a new video?"
Hillside Steakhouse, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hilltop.
Hillside, Hilltop, same thing.
So guys, I actually want to stay in the live stream, but I'm falling asleep, so it's kind of like...
Yes, Hilltop. See, thank you.
I mean, I want to go to sleep and not trick you guys, but then I also want to stay in the live stream. So then it's kind of mixed out. So if I lie to you guys, I'll feel bad. No, I'll just apologize in my next video. I'll make it deep, sincerely sorry.
Okay, good night.
You are so cute.
How about I'll lay right here and do the live stream until I pass out, and if I just like fall asleep, just tell them that.
I still use sleep talk. They don't know that though.
Hilltop Steakhouse, yep. And there's a little grocery store too, where you could go and have your meat like cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My grandma used to take me there all the time.
Lucky.
No stories, sorry.
What's the name of that place? They used to make their own ice cream. Everyone used to go to.
Oh, Peaceful Meadows.
Peaceful Meadows,
stories,
yeah.
huh? So this one time, I was in the jungle.
Mama Bear Max was playing a possum. Yeah.
I'm deeply, really
Peaceful Meadows.
sorry.
What was that? Wollaston Beach? Was that Wollaston Beach? The clam box? Wollaston Beach used to that clam box. It was right on the.
Right on the ocean?
Yeah, right on the ocean.
Where was that? In Hull?
No, that was
wasn't Nantasket?
No, that was Wally World. Wollaston Beach. And you go there and they give you a huge, it's like a box, man. Big
fried
clams. Oh, whole clams.
And onion rings. Just kidding. I make those too. Yummy.
You eat that thing and about 30 minutes later, you're grabbing your chest, cardiac arrest.
But
yes, Trenton, I think that you're right. People are not ready.
But yeah, if you guys want to call in, the number is 505-437-1105.
You know, a lot of people forget, right, that the reason why the militia is called 3% is because even during the Revolutionary War, only 3% of the population fought. That means the rest of them was still asleep. They're either British sympathizers or they had no clue what was going on, or they didn't want to get involved. And today, it's almost the same thing. Today is a very small portion. I mean, if you could actually calculate our numbers, it's a very small portion of us that actually see what's going on. It's still 90% of the masses is sucked into the mainstream, everyday grind, I guess you'd say.
So, there's a strip bar near the Hilltop where DB used to go to. Do you know the name of it?
What's the age limit?
Strip bar where?
Near the Hilltop in Massachusetts.
What's the age limit?
No.
You don't know.
Mm-mm. Foxy Lady was out of Rhode Island until they opened up a couple in Massachusetts for a while. So you had the Foxy Lady, Alex's. You had
there in Weymouth.
Yeah.
Because that was like Braintree area. That was like not far from the mall.
Right. How would you know where the strip clubs were?
No, I know where the Hilltop was. I went with my grandmother. This was the story I already told. Nice try. Foxy Lady, Julie said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy knows. He was a bouncer.
I worked for the Foxy Lady for a few years. I spent
Alex's, yeah. That's in Avon, right?
No, Alex is Stoughton.
Not they're the same thing.
Alex's? And Foxy Lady, two separate.
No. I'm in Avon and Stoughton.
Oh, Avon Stoughton. No.
I don't think anybody's really ready. I don't really know exactly what's going to happen. He said, Jimmy says he spent half his income there. Well, I guess Mama Bear says age limit is 21, Max. You got a long way to go, boy.
You see what sucks about that is the strip clubs. You know, for guys, the age limit was 21, but if girls wanted to go in for the male review, they could go in at 18, which was completely unfair. Oh, because as soon as you girls got in there, you rip your friggin' bracelets off. So it was the stupidest goddamn thing, you know. But no, the guys can't go in the club until you're 21. Girls are over 18. Yeah.
Alex is in Stoughton, he said.
Yeah, Alex is in Stoughton.
Are we back to the old ways? Just
TV says it goes back fast. It goes by fast, Max. Hang in there.
Good. I am making.
Okay, give it a try.
You probably heard of Video Expo.
Well, it depends on how old they are. Honestly.
Yeah, I've heard of Video Expo. How about let's see, Video Expo.
TV says don't rush it now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. You're my last baby. Knock it off.
No.
I'm not in a rush. Don't you be.
Someone said you're still waiting.
That's how I got my start in the industry. Video Expo, which was also owned by Soho, CalVista, and Tropics Infinity.
TV says there was a murder there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. But I actually worked for the porn industry. When that sort of a long story, but I got friends in low places, and had a friend gave me a job, and when I worked for the industry, I worked for Video Expo, but like I said, they were owned by Soho, CalVista, and Tropics Infinity.
You're a porn star.
Nope.
And TV said it got shut down.
I watched a lot of porn being made. That was my job.
He was the security.
I was the Steven Seagal looking, slick back head, no brain thug that used to protect the girls. I mean, feature performers, actresses.
Lucky boy.
And then I'd go and I'd escort them around clubs. They used to do.
The porn watcher, dude.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I guess we're back to our old ways. No more call-ins.
Oh, Max, don't cry. Don't cry. Nobody's calling.
Yeah, that's funny, the porn watcher, dude.
That's basically what you just described yourself as. Keeping Tom.
Well, I've been on set, you know. I never made any porn, but I've been on set.
Max, go to sleep. Yeah, you're not supposed to be part of this conversation.
He knows my history.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
No secrets around here.
Yeah.
We live too close together.
Yeah, way too close together.
Yeah, I had to go to sleep even if I just sit here with my mouth shut.
I tell you, it wasn't a bad job though. You want to talk about what Keith was saying? You know, you show the right respect to the right people, man. They take care of you. You know, for a while there,
Can we just talk about
I could do no wrong. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. You know, protect the girls, keep your mouth shut.
We're too interested now. Robert's got your number, I think, Max.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That would be surprising.
Kings Inn in Dartmouth. Yeah.
Make that weird noise. Yeah.
I've heard of Kings Inn in Dartmouth.
Yeah, we took a left turn.
Hey, Dad, there's a random question, but can I use the phone?
I did not get it.
Get what?
Her text. I was text.
Now everyone knows.
I got it. I got text.
Oh, oh, that's right.
It's going to my
on your
phone. Yeah.
Okay, he's got it.
Written in 1977 from the UM website. Yep. I got it.
Yeah.
Dad.
Oh, good night, DB.
Oh, what? Are you going to bed?
Good night, DB.
It was, yeah, he's actually going to do it, though, unlike you.
Yeah, he's not all talk.
I'm sorry.
It was fun.
I always lie.
Like I said, now that I got this up and running, it's probably going to be the format.
Hey, Dad.
Hasta la vista.
Yep.
Baby.
Wink, wink. LOL. Laugh out loud. Let me pretend I'm texting you.
Nice.
Me
Spelling out emojis.
Happy. Happy emoji.
Yeah, so any of you guys still want to call in? That number again is 505-437-1105. Open topic. Talk about whatever you want.
Your puppies, your garden, your house, your breakfast cereal.
Strip clubs.
Hey, here's something naughty. Just toss it out on the table. Hello.
Okay, silly, lay down. No combat zone stories. You said you didn't want any.
No, you
You said no stories, please.
Unless you want to tell me, unless you want me to tell you a story.
You were never there.
So back and
Yeah,
forward.
no combat zone stories. I got combat stories. Got stories of idiots doing stupid things while I was working.
I got Mortal Kombat stories for playing.
That guy, sister, own a club in that area.
Which one?
Dave's.
Dave's sister?
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't know. Go ahead if it's challenged.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I seem to vaguely remember a story, but it's not mine. It's his.
Not until the kid goes to bed. Yeah. Yeah, he lies. He's not going to bed no time soon. He just grabbed the cell phone. Yep.
I don't know Edith Warner.
Who?
Marcus. Hello, I heard you mention the Pueblo, and I'm wondering if you're located anywhere near Warner.
No, I don't know her.
How's that? Otoe Bridge?
If I do know her, I don't know by name.
By name, right?
There are a lot of people I bump into and I talk to on a regular basis, but
He doesn't know their names, just their face. Max, don't.
That was one of my notifications from YouTube. Sorry.
there are books written about her.
She's dead now. Yeah. Well, I'll look into that. I'll look into who she was and see if maybe it's near where she lives. Thank you.
Yeah, Charles talking about Bush Senior and JFK. Yeah, you think they'll release the paperwork now that he's dead?
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, he was the same one.
Wish I got that kind of immunity.
Bush Senior was also the same one that told the hell was his name? What president was he? I'm thinking still alive, ain't he? Or was it not Ford, but not Ford.
I don't know what you were talking about.
Wow, I'm losing it. I must be getting tired. I can't think straight.
Oh.
The UFO president.
Carter?
Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter. He's still alive, isn't he? Or did he pass away yet? But Jimmy Carter, when he was president. So Jimmy Carter had a UFO experience, right? And the UFO community called Jimmy Carter the UFO president. He actually during his campaign said, "Hey, if I become president, I'm going to release information on UFOs. I want to know. I had an experience. I want to know." So he wins the election. He becomes president, and as soon as he gets in there, he requests papers on UFOs. And I believe it was Bush Sr. who was
CIA director.
Right, who was the CIA director, said, "No, you do not have the clearance or the authority or the need to know."
And he was like, "If I don't, then who does?"
Yeah.
Because he's the president.
I think it was Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Yep, pretty sure. Yes, eyes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the president of the United States, who's supposed to hold the highest office, be the commander in chief, doesn't have
all the information,
have the power or the authority to see the paperwork, on UFOs, then who the hell does?
Bush Senior did apparently. Have you ever heard of Christine Marcy? I have not.
No, I haven't heard of
Tina
Christine.
Guy is still alive.
Yeah, that guy's still alive. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was. I believe that was Carter.
Yeah.
I'm screen sharing. I am, huh?
Yeah.
I can go to like what do I want to go to? Home. Now everybody can see what I look at on YouTube.
Trenton's gonna go down it with a UFO.
What was that? Descriptions.
Yeah, presidents are only presidents for a maximum of 8 years.
Unless they were a vice president,
right,
and one gets shot,
right,
in his first term, then he can take over that presidency and still run 2 consecutive terms after, which
would be 12.
Which would be Pence.
Sure.
I'm telling you, they've already been trying to kill Trump. That shit's out there. So if they literally, right? If Pence is an inside guy, right? And this not, I'm not the first one to put this out there. Pence is an inside guy, right? An inside actor. And they cap him, right? They cap Trump. Then that means Pence would take over the rest of his presidency, and then can run 2 consecutive terms after that.
Right. So Jeff says that Christine Marcy, supposedly Clinton's number 2 in child trafficking. Haven't done enough research yet. Sick.
Yeah.
Clinton said he would get disclosure too, but you see how that turned out.
Yeah.
His wife is
Yeah. Anyone who's puking up green blobs into a water glass,
Trump's gonna get the JFK treatment. Yeah, sure he is. Sure he is. I hope not, though. I pray that he doesn't.
Yeah.
It takes a brave man to do what he did. He didn't have to. He had a pretty cushy life.
Put anonymous official website put out a video the other night, which was really, really good. I don't know if any of you guys saw it yet, but if you haven't, I suggest you check it out. What happened?
Yeah, she's gross. Yeah, she's gross. The evil. I'd like to think it's not human for sure. Keith says, is anything still happening on the border of Venezuela? Anyone going to invade? What's going on there? We haven't heard.
China's still sending people there. China has thousands of people at the in Venezuela, supposedly there to help rebuild Venezuela after everything that happened down there. So yeah, there's still people in Venezuela.
Charles says Pence supposedly claims God told him he would be president, but didn't tell him for how long or for what country. Details matter. They do.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Details do matter. Yeah, I pray he doesn't.
This video, I said the audio cut out.
That was
Anonymous official.
yeah, go to Anonymous Official, their YouTube channel, and just put up the other day. What's it called? Nothing but lies. Well, everything's a lie. Yeah, it's everything's a lie.
Yeah. First drug lord. Bush was the country's first drug lord.
Yep.
Head of the CIA, yeah. He was.
Yeah, he sent all the troops.
Started the war on fucking drugs too, did he?
Yeah. And then he sent all the troops over to the Middle East to take control of the poppy fields. Yep.
He says, what about all the ships off the coast of Venezuela? Are they still there?
Yep. Still there, yeah. The Chinese ships that are helping Venezuela. So China to Venezuela to rebuild and restructure. And honestly, I think they're just letting them in, letting the Chinese in. So
they're probably really not building it for the citizens of Venezuela. They're building it for the Chinese army.
right. Yep. Definitely, though. Things are definitely going to start getting crazy, especially if Trump shuts down the border. Trump shuts down the southern border, you'll see an escalation of things. Won't be good. Won't be good at all. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got?
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, seems like everything's slowed down. Seems like everyone's getting tired. So I think we're gonna wrap up this this live stream. I had fun. I hope you guys did.
I'm glad you guys called in. Those that did and those that didn't, maybe next time.
Yeah. Definitely gonna do this soon. I'll probably do another one tomorrow. So I'd like to say goodnight to everybody. Jeff, Keith, Ice too.
Mama Bear.
Mama Bear, Charles. Yeah. Who else am I missing? Trenton. DB already went to bed.
Yeah, DB's gone.
DB's gone. Yeah. News just said 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. Yeah. Good night, all. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for the company, Charles.
Yeah. Thank you very much for calling in. I hope everyone has a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. All that good stuff. And
see you soon, Jeff.
Yeah, I will talk to you, everybody, real soon. Good night, Mama Bear.
Good night, Ice and Mama Bear.
Yeah. Good night, Jeff, Charles, everybody again. All right. Stop.